Hello everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chums channel, and today we're gonna talk more about the Star Wars The Last Jedi that I just saw earlier today, and I wanted to discuss something with you guys, so let me just pop in the message here. Bada boom, bada bum. Here we go. And we are live. Let's see if chat is working. And I wanted to discuss that with you guys. So I wanted to discuss something with you guys. Now be aware these are spoilers, and I wanted to go into what the hell is happening with the Knights of Ren. I just don't get it. And what I also don't get it is that I forgot my phone. Let me quickly grab my phone. Okay, that was a rookie mistake. Anyway, guys, this is an all spoilers alert, so don't tune in. Don't tune in if you don't want to see any spoilers because you don't want to like it. But I was like thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and I was like, man, I missed something in this movie, and I'm unable to puzzle it together. And basically, it comes down to this part here, and I have no idea where the freak are the Knights of Ren in this movie. What happened to them? It was explained how Kylo basically had an issue with being drawn to the dark side by Snoke, and Luke wanted to kill him off because he felt threatened by that fact, and he was afraid of what would be happening to him and whatnot. And I just don't get it. Like, for most, like, in one of the scenes in The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker says explicitly to Rey, I've seen this kind of raw power before. I wasn't scared last time, but now I am. What the hell? He saw it in Ben Solo, the raw power. He was freaking scared and he was on the verge of killing him. Why would he say to Rey that he is now scared? Now Rey has this force power. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. Absolutely weird, nonsensical. So I'm just wondered, like, what the freak is going on? Why is there like this discrepancy? And then you see Ben Solo sleeping in his room or his little house. Luke goes over to confront him. He feels the power of Snoke mingling with basically Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. And then you have the scene where Ben basically let the house collapse, and basically have Luke crawling out of the rubbish after. And I was thinking, like, is that not very weird? Because in the scene after, he sits next to R2-D2 and he looks out to the temple and see it's all burning down. And I just don't get that. Like, I just don't understand these puzzle pieces. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, okay, that shows one part of the story. Okay, now we see that why Kylo Ren, Ben Solo became Kylo Ren, and what he did. He became one of the dark side. So, okay, his master tried to kill him. He fought off his master. Instead of running off, no, he first, I think he goes about and kill everybody around that Jedi temple. And then, secondly, what he does, he is going to burn it off as well. He burns it off. So I'm thinking, why would you go ahead and burn the entire temple? And then, what? And none of the other Jedi students will try to stop him. There's no fight or whatever, or maybe there was a fight. And what the hell is this then with the Knights of Ren? Clearly there was a very predominant shot of Rey lying on the gravel on the sand with Kylo in front of her, and having Luke Skywalker holding 2 lightsabers, his own, and according to sources, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. That means that Kylo still have Luke Skywalker's lightsaber? Does he still have it? And I just don't understand this scene. Like, what is this scene then? So this is totally isolated from the fight of Luke Skywalker, or basically trying to kill off his apprentice because he's leaning to the dark side. What is going on? Where is this whole scene? Why is it not explained? Where is Kylo? Where is the Ren? Where's the Order of Ren? Where are the Knights of Ren? Where are they? Why are the no Knights of Ren in either The Last Jedi or predominantly available in The Force Awakens beyond these kind of Force visions? I just don't get it. Where are these guys? They're not anywhere near Ben Solo or Kylo Ren. You don't see them. You only see them in the Force feedback or the Force events going on in the Force Awakens, and then nothing in the Last Jedi. Nothing again. Nothing about the Knights of Ren. Completely nothing. It's just so weird. I just don't get it. I feel there's such a massive gap in the storyline. I think there's something wrong with the continuity of the storyline with these different directors and different directions. I sincerely also feel like this looks like look at the picture. You see those bodies here? You see a lot of bodies here. That looks like that is at Luke's temple. But why Ben Solo did not wear any of this. He had a blue lightsaber when Luke killed him. When Luke tried to kill him. So that must be an isolated scene. This must be a completely different scene. But why did Rey see it in her vision? Why it was so significant to Rey? Because in The Last Jedi, Kylo smashed his helmet because Snoke called him a boy with a helmet. So he smashed it. So this Force vision cannot be the future, because unless he's gonna wear the same mask again, because now Snoke is dead, he does what he wants. But I don't think this was a Force future Luke. I think there was something that happened in the past. I don't know, man. It's just missing stuff here in the storyline. I just feel like... Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the picture, but... I just feel there's something missing in the storyline here. And the more I think about it, the more afterthoughts I get and process what I've seen. I feel The Last Jedi quite had a bit of gaps in there. And I just don't know yet, guys. I feel there's some substantial gaps in this storyline in The Last Jedi. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, if you agree with it or not. But I feel like there's something that's not correct. There's something not correct here, guys. I just don't know. There's something weird about it. Also, I don't understand if Kylo had a blue saber crystal that you saw in The Last Jedi when he was trying to fight off the strike of, or basically he thought Luke Skywalker would strike on him. What happened to that lightsaber? It does look like it's the same lightsaber hilt, but then altered to carry the red crystal, which is cracked. I don't know, but the Knights of Ren are not explained. I don't know. I missed the Knights of Ren. I mean, God, for sake, he's called Kylo Ren, Knight of the Ren. What? Where? Where is it? Where is it? It's making no sense. I feel like it's an oversight. They completely missed them in the storyline. They look so promising. They looked like a whole team of merciless killing machines. But where are they? What the freak? I just don't get it. Will they come in episode 9? Will it in episode 9 Kylo Ren is sort of the ruler of the galaxy, and he has this bunch of Knights of Ren surrounding him to protect him? Like, are those the Kylo Ren? Is there the Kylo Ren version of the Praetorian Guards? Are these guys that, or is this something else? Or am I missing something? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Feel free to leave a chat message. But I feel like there's an oversight here in The Last Jedi. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, okay, Crossmax says the focus was on Snoke's bodyguards. But Snoke's bodyguards were just in his throne room. They didn't do much but beyond just protecting their master, even after his death. But Kylo must have the Knights of Ren following. He must have his own knights, his own followers. It's like his own cult. He is the Knight of the Ren. Where are his fellow knights? Where's the whole Ren story? Where's it coming from? I only see Snoke. I see Kylo. And yeah, I think they just favored the storylines of Finn and Rose and Poe over further exploring the storyline of the Knights of Ren. Maybe they're gonna keep it for episode 9 or episode 9. Maybe that's why now, because now it will be Rey versus Kylo, and maybe then they have the leverage to go fully into the Knights of Ren. I do hope so. But that means that he in episode 9 will wear his helmet again. I guess so. I think Kylo should wear the mask. So I don't know. I just felt like it's just a big miss. A big miss in my personal opinion. I'm just looking at plus look lightsaber. So in this scene, allegedly, Kylo is holding a second lightsaber. You can clearly see he has a lightsaber in his left hand, and in his right hand he holds something. It definitely looks like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. So I would assume that he actually captured Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. But from a continuity perspective, his uniform does not fit of The Last Jedi. This is his Force Awakens uniform, where he has this half cape, his helmet, and the different type of tunic on the front. So I'm like, just the continuity line doesn't work out that well. So I think, yeah, I don't know what I think they I think honestly I just think they just completely ignored the whole Knights of Ren aspect of Kylo Ren. I think they completely threw it overboard. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna look the movies a few more times. I felt the death of Luke Skywalker is not as the death as Han Solo, because Han Solo's dead. He will never be a Force ghost. With Luke Skywalker, I felt, yeah, he is a Force ghost now. That is what he's supposed to be. That's what he's supposed to be, guys. In my personal opinion, he's supposed to end up as a Force ghost. In my imagination, I have full peace with that. Like Yoda, like Anakin. Yeah, I feel like that is the next step for him. He's done. He pulled off an Obi-Wan Kenobi. As soon as I was watching that movie, I felt, yeah, he's gonna pull up an Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he did. In a very cool way though, and I've total peace with that. I love Luke Skywalker. It's my favorite character in Star Wars, and I don't feel sad. It's weird, but with Han Solo, I felt very upset and very sad, because that is the end of Han Solo. That's it. Han Solo is gone. He's dead. But with Luke, no, he is always there. He's part of the Force, like Yoda. Yoda was rocking up. Either way, yeah, with the two suns, beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, I mean, I think The Last Jedi missed out on this whole Knights of Ren. I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. These guys are totally absent. Also, Rey's visions he had in The Force Awakens. I don't know, man. At the moment, they don't make sense anymore. I don't think we saw the future. I think we saw the past with Rey's visions. And she saw some things that were not exactly her visions, or maybe from Anakin or Luke, but she saw visions. But I don't understand this. So, for the sake of The Last Jedi, I'm willing to accept that this happened around The Force Awakens, and this is where Kylo, I don't know, came back to Luke or something to confront him, and that's where Luke lost his lightsaber, the green with the green blade, where he put almost on Ben Solo to kill him. Maybe for some reason they had another conflict. They got into a fight again, and that was after Ben Solo became Kylo Ren and started to wear the mask, because he didn't do that as a student for Luke Skywalker, not in The Last Jedi. So maybe we'll see that in the Last Jedi. Maybe Rey will be using that green lightsaber, because the Graflex is now broken. But it's so interesting, and I just don't get it, guys. I just cannot get over the fact that the Knights of Ren just disappeared from the Earth. I mean, I cannot imagine that you have you're a bunch of a Knights of Ren, and you don't walk around, and you don't act as a pact or a cult, even at the time of The Last Jedi. Or maybe because Kylo's dead now, he become the Knight of Ren and lead his own cult and his own following, because Snoke did not allow it. Maybe that's the whole reason why we did not see these scenes yet. Maybe this makes sense for the next movie, or the last final movie in the trilogy, and then we can see all these geezers. Maybe that's the whole upset. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe this is a scene of the next movie in the trilogy, where he actually is finding Rey to hand over the lightsaber with the Knights of Ren or something, and maybe he turned to the light side again and protect her. We don't know anymore. It's all over the place with Kylo Ren at the moment. I feel like it's too much between light side, dark side. It's just super confusing. I still feel like he's playing a game, but to basically become to the light side. But I thought Ben Solo would actually go to the light side as soon as Snoke was killed. He was freed up. His mind was no longer possessed by Snoke and influence, and he could be free, and he could be a good person again. But no, he chose for the dark side, and I felt really awkward with that in the movie. Don't get me wrong, I love The Last Jedi. I think it's a fantastic movie, but there's so many things that I say, really? Weird. But yeah, the miss of the Knights of Ren. I mean, Kylo Ren is just a badass character, and all these other characters, they look badass to the bone. Like, they look straight up metal. So cool. How can they? Why? Like, what's going on with that? We need to see these guys. We need to see these guys. They have a certain significance. They're now not even backdrop characters. They're non-existing. They're only in a force sensitive vision of Rey, only for a few seconds. Like, what? I didn't get it. But let me know in the comments, like, what you think about this, because I just don't get this. And yeah, I don't know if you guys feel like did the Knights of Ren supposed to have a place in The Last Jedi, or do you say nah, they don't belong there? That is for the next movie. This was a conflict between Rey and Rey and Kylo, or this was a way to kill off Snoke. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about it. But I felt like a huge missed opportunity. A huge missed opportunity for these awesome characters that potentially could be really cool addition to the movie. I just don't get it. Anyway, I hope you liked this little live video. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Leave the comments in the comment section. Crossmax said, what did you think? What did you feel when the Graflex was destroyed? Symbolic. Light side, dark side, pulling apart the lightsaber of the last legacy of the dark side and light side, and now you have the new generations fighting over the light side and dark side. The very foundation, both Rey and Kylo are the foundation of the new generation of force sensitive users. So I find it quite symbolic. Destroying one of the very last sabers of the most powerful force users of the last batch of users that reigned for thousands and thousands of years, up till the very last of the last Anakin and Luke Skywalker. And now it's the torch is being passed on to new generation, new foundation, starting from scratch with the Force. And people have to find it out themselves. And there will be new cults coming out, like the Jedi, like the Sith. They will grow up over the many thousand years to come. So yeah, interesting. So I like to know from you guys what you feel about the Knights of Ren. Did you miss it in The Last Jedi or not? I think it was a hugely missed opportunity to further explore them, or at least make some references to them, or building them up for the next movie, at least, if they're in the next movie at all. I just feel like a massive letdown about these guys not being visible at all and not being presented in any shape or form. It really disappoints me, because I think these guys can have such potential, but maybe that's all set up for the very last episode. Who knows? Let me know. Thanks for watching all. See you in the next video. Bye bye. How do I do this correctly? Ha! Nope. Different button.